Hi, welcome to learning Java basics in 7 minutes. Let me tell you Java basics that you have to know. Created in 1995, Java is a popular programming language. Java is owned by Oracle. There are a lot of reasons people use Java. Java works on different platforms such as Windows, Mac, and Linux. Java is OOP, Object-Oriented Programming. It is open source and free. It is secure, fast, and powerful. There is a huge community support for Java. Java commands can be used to explain Java code and to make it more readable for programmers. We usually use two kinds of commands, single-line commands and multi-line commands. Java variables can be containers for storing data values. There are several types of variables: string, byte, short, int, float, char, long, and boolean. This is how to declare variables as initializing or assigning values into each variable. This equal sign is to assign a value into a variable. Java provides two groups of data types, primitive data types and non-primitive data types. This table shows Java primitive data types. What is Java operator? Java operators are to perform operations on variables and values. There are some operators in Java: arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, logical operators, bitwise operators. These are commonly used. Java supports the unusual logical conditions for mathematics. It involves keywords if, else, else if, or switch. For example, if the variable is equal to 123, we can use if-else statement like above. Java switch statement is to select automatic code blocks to be executed. First, you store the value into a variable and pass it into the switch statement. Using some cases, it can identify a match. The reason using break is that after executing a code, it makes the switch statement stop. Loops are to execute a block of code as long as a specified condition is reached. There are two loops, while and for. The while loop loops through a block of code as long as a specified condition is true. If you want to show a message of hello world 10 times, you can write statements like these. However, for loop is different from while loop. For loop includes three statements together: initialize a variable, setting up a condition, and updating a condition. So which loop is better? Well, this is a difficult question because each loop has its advantages. If you want to specify only a condition, while loop should be used. Otherwise, you may use for loop for efficiency. Arrays are to store multiple values in a single variable using square brackets. You may declare only variable or initialize an array. When using arrays, for loop is usually utilized. So, what is object-oriented programming (OOP)? Especially Java is an object-oriented language which gives a clear structure to programs and allows code to be reused. OOP is about creating objects which can contain both data and methods. OOP has two main aspects: classes and objects. To give its example, a class is a template for objects, and an object is an instance of a class. The cars are instances of a class car. A class has its attributes and methods. To make it easy, attributes are characteristics and methods are actions. In order to declare classes with attributes and methods, car class can be written like above. To be specific, there are two parts, attributes and methods. However, we cannot initialize this class now. In order to initialize, constructor is used for initializing objects. There are two constructors, default constructor and non-default constructor. If you do not specify any constructor, a default constructor is automatically generated. However, you are able to specify the constructor what you want with non-default constructor. What are modifiers? You probably wonder what is public here. This is a keyword of modifiers. Public is accessible for all classes. Private is only accessible within the declared class. Default is used when you do not specify any modifier, and protected is accessible in the same package and subclasses. Encapsulation. Encapsulation is to make sure that sensitive data is hidden from users. You must declare class variables attributes as private and provide public get and set methods. If we apply encapsulation to car class, we have to use private keyword for attributes and provide setters called mutators and getters, accessors like this example. How to make objects? It is the time to make objects in Java using classes. If there are both default and non-default constructors, you are able to declare objects using two ways like above. In order to access objects' attributes, you are able to use like this to retrieve the values. In fact, there are more important concepts like inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, interface, array list, exception handling, and so on. However, I believe you can look for more information online. There are a lot of things for us to learn Java, so let us keep on learning it. Thank you for watching this video.